I don't end up talking to myself, because that's not why I'm here. So the chat section is open and I can keep track of everything. And so let's jump right to why we are here. Creating search engine optimized content. And how do you share a screen? Okay. I cannot share my screen. Oh boy. Boy. Sorry, I need to do some permissions. I didn't check this before.
Yeah, it's fine. Filming.
I'll have to leave and come again, please.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so while Dillion is preparing to join back, please, if you have anybody you think this call would actually benefit, you can share the link with them. I think we're like this is we're expecting like close to 100. I think over 70 people signed up for. Yep, so we're expecting close to 100. So if you know anybody you think this call would actually benefit, please share the link with them. Yes. While he joins. So I'll paste the link in the chat section again. Screen record, man.
Sorry for that. Okay, so can be so share my screen. Screen. You can see it in the chat section. Keeping track of it. So if you can see my screen, just place your favorite emoji. Okay, great. So writing search engine optimized technical content, and I'm saying thank you to the organizers of this for this privilege and opportunity to share. And full of content. So in this talk today, I'll be sharing technical writing journey and importance of my personal blog, my writing career. Somebody's favorite, which is money. And in the importance of my personal blog, I will share it with blog for anybody who wants to. And then I also share, and I'll also answer this question right on the personal blog or on other platforms. And then I will also share writing aspects of my work, which is like the core of this talk, and followed by my writing aspects, how I get organized, what ideas and things down. And then I also share tips for technical writing beginners. So I think I have so 3 tips for those who are just starting. I think that will be very helpful. And then I'll also share the whole technical writing for my current job and contribution and resources. And as you also see from the rest of the slide, it's going to be mostly one piece. So if you're a fan of the workings, I am sorry for that. Who am I? I am Megida, and I'm a developer in stream and a content creator. You can find more information about me on my website, megida.com. More about me, I am from Nigeria, currently living in the Netherlands, and as a developer advocate for my company, I advocate for my company's product by showing people how to use awesome data applications, videos, articles, and various platforms. And also on my my personal life, like outside work. I create content on my YouTube channel, and I also write on public platforms and also on my website. My technical writing journey, which is the first thing in the table of contents. So as was earlier said, I currently have over 209 total content items, as you can see on my website, and I have a total of 164 public articles. And for my technical writing journey, I have been writing for almost 3 years now, and my first article was on 26th June 2019, and I can quickly show you guys that. Come on, I had to go. Where are you? Okay, sorry. Okay. So this was my first article in June 2016, in June 26, 2019, and it was basically a CSS hack that I learned at that time, and I also got to share. And I started technical writing out of passion to share knowledge with people. And I was inspired by Bolaji Ayodeji. I believe some people here may know him. And at 2019 then, that was when I got serious with Twitter. Before I had an account on Twitter, but I was just following random people. But that was when I got serious with Twitter. And okay, I love this guys. Anyway, sorry. I love the way Bolaji used to share resources and write articles, and I used to always anticipate his articles. I used to go to his website and learn different things. And then it got to a point where I felt like the way I always anticipate Bolaji's resources, the way he shares things for people, I would also love people to learn from me. I would also love to share stuff. And then that was how I started writing. And to be honest, I didn't even know there was money in technical writing when I started. I just started out just share things for people, and I also didn't know that I was going to learn in the journey. I thought I was only going to be teaching people, people would learn from me. But then all through the journey, I realized that I was even learning so much more than I would if I was just creating websites or following tutorials. So I think that's all for my technical writing journey. Okay, so the next section, importance of my personal blog or website in my writing career. And one of the reasons why I love having a personal blog and website is so that people can easily know who I am and the things I do. It's like I have Dillion.com, you put my first name and my surname together, and you can easily see who I am, probably a picture, my best picture, and you can also see things that I do. And it also makes it easier for people to discover my articles. So you can go on my website and you can search between the different articles that I have written on there.
But then not everyone has the resources, and by resources I mean skills and time, probably even money, to build a personal blog. And that brings me to the next section, and I clicked a link that I wasn't supposed to. Okay, sorry about that. So, not everyone has the resources to build a personal blog, like I said. So, what are the easy ways to create a blog? The first one is you can create an account on public blog platforms like Devto, Hashnode, and Medium. You have an account there, it could be medium.com/your username, and you can have your articles there, or it could be Hashnode, it could be Devto. If you're asking about my preference, I would recommend Hashnode, not because they sponsored this video, but because Hashnode has this very large growing community, which if you're very active on Twitter, you would notice a lot. So I recommend Hashnode. I don't know the CEOs personally, but I just love them. Or you can also use WordPress templates if you are a WordPress fan. You can use WordPress templates to easily build a blog. Or you can use Gatsby blog templates. So if you don't know what Gatsby is a React framework. It's built based on React, and it allows you to easily create different kind of websites, one of which is blogs, and there are different templates there. So you just go there, you clone a template, and you can build whatever you want there. Now, this is a link, so if you are going through the slide, which will be shared later, you can check it out. And maybe you don't want to go through the process of building a blog by yourself, and you don't want to have an account like hashnode.com/Dillion, then you can also add a custom domain to your Medium or Hashnode account. I don't think Dev2 allows you to add a custom domain, but I know of Medium and Hashnode. So you can buy a domain like dillionmegida.com, and then you point dillionmegida.com to hashnode.com/Dillion. So instead of people having to go to hashnode.com/Dillion, they can just go to dillionmegida.com. But the UI and the whole functionalities will be provided by Hashnode. So yeah, these are the easy ways to create a blog. And now to this question: should you write on your personal blog or on existing platforms? And the first point I have here is anyone that works for you. You can choose to have a personal blog where you write your articles, or you can choose to write on existing platforms. But here is one thing you need to know. Your blog may not have as much audience as popular platforms. And if you want more audience, then use existing popular platforms like Hashnode, like Medium, like Dev2. But if you're not very concerned about that, and maybe you want more ownership of your content, then you should use your personal blog. For example, here is a blog that I wrote. Oh boy, stop doing that. So here's the blog that I wrote. I'm going to. So I wrote. Come on. Hashnode source. So this is a blog that I wrote on my personal website, and when I wrote it here, it didn't get as much views as I wanted because I felt it was a great piece and I wanted more people to read it. So people were not really seeing it. So what I did was I came on Hashnode and I wrote the same thing again. And as you can even see, it was featured on Hashnode. And I also got 61 reactions, and I can even make that 62. But yeah, if you are more concerned about audience, how do you share these things again? If you're more concerned about audience, then you should use popular platforms. You should write on popular platforms. But if you want more ownership, like you don't want people to see Hashnode stuff before they see your stuff, then you can just create your own website. For me, it's a vibe. Sometimes I want more audience, and sometimes I just want something to just be on my website. I don't really have a fixed rule. It just depends on how I'm feeling at that moment and the type of article that I'm writing. So to the core part of this talk, how to write articles that rank high on search engines. The first disclaimer I have here is I am not an SEO expert, and if you see SEO expert, they may have more tools and more techniques of achieving high SEO platforms, but I'm just going to be sharing what I currently use. And before I go further, I just want to ask, can you guys hear me correctly? Can you see what's on the screen? Just paste something in the chat section. Okay, great. So, what is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization, which is a concept that involves optimizing your website for search engines to rank your site better. And why would you want to improve the search engine optimization of your website or your article? Okay, great. The goal of ranking your website better is so that people can easily find your content when they search queries on search engines like Google. So when people search something like how to do this in Git, you want your website to be at least on the first page, even if it's not the first item. So that's why you need to, or that's why you want to improve the SEO of your articles. But I also want to say that if you are just starting out as a beginner, you shouldn't be search engine focused when writing articles. And this is because you may get very discouraged because you may keep writing and then Google never notices and nobody ever notices. But when, as a beginner, your goal should be getting better at writing, and who sent this? And later on, you can focus on SEO. So yes, at the beginning, don't focus on search engines and all these other things. But for those who are still interested in search engines, this is a non-exhaustive list of 3 ways you can improve the SEO of your articles or your website, because improving your website is also a way of improving your articles. It's non-exhaustive because there are many tools, there are many factors, there are many things that really improve SEO, which the SEO expert can really talk more on. But these are the 3 things I currently do that has helped some of my articles. So the first one is using popular keywords in the meta information part of your article's web page. The second one is using HTML elements in a semantically correct order. And the third one is making your website responsive. Now let's see this in detail. Number one, using popular keywords in your website meta info. By popular, I mean highly searched keywords. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So let's see here we have it's starting on Git checkout branch. Now this is the result from Google. But if you scroll to the bottom here, you can see so many other related searches. These are things that people have, let me say, most people have searched on. So people have searched on Git switch branch, Git checkout branch name, checkout branch first time. Sorry, these are keywords that people have really searched on, and these are things that I call popular keywords. So with these popular keywords, you can include them in your website meta information, such that it just makes search engines rank your site better. So if you're writing something on Git, you're writing something which includes branch, ensure to include all of that in your website in the meta information. Now, what are these meta information I'm talking about? HTML has many meta tags, which can be found in the head tag. And these tags are used to add meta information to your website. Meta information are usually hidden from the browser view. On your browser, you only see the UI and the text and the colors and the images. But these meta information are very helpful for search engines to understand the content of your website. And I'll be showing you, I think, 5 meta tags that you can use for your website. This is not everything, but yeah, the first one is the title tag, and this tag contains the title of your website. And your title should be as concise and descriptive as possible, because if you make your title very long, search engines may trim it, and that means people won't get to see the whole title when they are searching for stuff. So you want to make this as concise as possible, as descriptive as possible, and while also including those prominent keywords that I mentioned earlier. The second tag is the description meta tag, and your title is like a very short sentence. Your description is like a longer paragraph, which also shouldn't be very long because search engines can trim it, but it's just like a summarized version of your website. And this summary should concisely describe the content of the article you're writing on, and it should also include those prominent keywords. The canonical link tag. The canonical link tag informs search engines to index only the specified page in the href attribute when there are duplicates of that page in different websites. Now, what do I mean? And I'm going to show you source plugin. So this is an article that I wrote on my website, and this is the original article. But on here, but on here, this is a duplicate of that same article. Now, without the canonical tag, I would be confusing search engines because this page has the same content and this one has the same content. So what I did was to add a canonical tag here, and I can show you that when I inspect this. Canonical. So this is a canonical tag here that I added in Hashnode. Of course, you can add canonical tags in your Hashnode dashboard. And you can see it points to my website. So if I open this link in a new tab, you can see it points here. So what I'm doing now is I'm telling search engines that when they come across this article on Hashnode, they shouldn't index it because this is the original article. And I can show you this by, if I search for source plugin Hashnode Dillion, you can see that hash node does not appear in the search results. Instead, my own article on dillionmegida.com appears. That's because, like I said, I told search engine not to index the one on hash node, but to index this one on my website using the canonical tag. So yes, it's very helpful if you have duplicated content across the internet, across different websites. You are basically helping search engines, or you're telling search engine this is the original, don't index the others. The fourth one is the keywords meta tag, and this one also allows you to specify keywords or phrases, which of course should be those same or should include those prominent keywords. And it allows you to specify keywords for your article. So if you write something on Git branch or whatever, your keywords can include Git, branch, GitHub, creating a new branch, checkout branch. All of these words and phrases help the search engines to really index or to rank your website better. And there's also the robot meta tag. And what this robot meta tag does is it tells search engines to either index your page or to not index your page. And then it also tells search engines to either follow the links on your page or to not follow those links. So what does following links to a page mean? It means if you have an article that links to a different website, you can tell search engines that I don't want you to create a relationship between this other website and my own. And of course, this is going to affect this other website because they won't get to receive those follow through benefits. But it will also affect your website too, because the more a user is going to another website from your own, it gives you more referral credits. So it's like you're sacrificing both ends. You're sacrificing yours and you're sacrificing the person you are referring to. And I mean, it can be useful in some cases. For example, in a 404 page, a page not found, you wouldn't want to index that. So you can have the no index there. And if you don't want to follow any link there too, you can have the no follow. And there are many other meta tags that you can add to improve your website. And this is, like I said, a non-exhaustive list. Did I call this a non-exhaustive list? But yeah, there's a lot, and you can check this video that I added here. I added more tags in this video. It's a video I've created before now. And of course, even this video doesn't have the whole tags, so you can still make your own research and check out more meta tags or head tags for improving the SEO of your application. But these tags I've mentioned are like the basic starting points that you can use for your articles. How did I get here? Okay, sorry. So the second way of improving the SEO of your articles or of your website is to use HTML elements in a semantically correct order. What do I mean by this? In HTML, there are elements without meaning, which are called non-semantic elements, and there are also elements with meanings, which are called semantic elements. Semantic simply means having a meaning. For example, the H1 tag is a semantic element, which is a heading. It's a top-level heading. But then a div doesn't have a meaning. And of course, a div can serve as a container, but the browser doesn't really read any meaning to a div. It just sees it as a div, like an element that doesn't make any sense. It may make sense to your style sheet, but it doesn't make sense to your browser. And also, it doesn't make sense to search engines. So, using semantic elements not only improves the accessibility of your website, which of course you should always try to do, you should always try to make your website accessible, but using semantic elements also allows search engines to understand your website or your articles better. And the idea is, the higher search engines understand the content of your article, the better they rank your articles. I don't know if I should say the higher or the better. The better search engines understand the content of your article, the better they rank your articles. Now, for example, this is a search on Google, and the search is HTML tags to use in your website. And you can see this very nice snippet. You can see this very nice snippet. Joel, can you mute somebody, please?
Yeah, I've done that.
So you can see this snippet on Google when I search this. Now, the reason why Google was able to achieve this snippet was because Web3 W3 Schools was able to provide HTML elements that had semantic meanings and could help Google understand what the content was about. So let's say, for example, W3 Schools probably used a div where it was supposed to use a table, or it used a div where it was supposed to use a section and things like that. You would probably not have this snippet here. And I'm going to be sharing two HTML structure tips, which of course allows you to use HTML elements in a semantically correct order. And the first tip here is you should use your headings correctly. Using two H1 tags in your website is a red flag because your H1 tag is supposed to be your top level heading, which is like the main heading of your website. So having two or having three or even having more even confuses search engines because they don't know what the main heading in your website is anymore. The heading tags need to have a hierarchy. And what I mean by hierarchy here is, for example, as you can see here, we have the H1, which is the top level, and then we have the H2. Now, this H2 is going to be in a section, and in that section, you can have the H3, which is below the H2. Now, you wouldn't want to have H2 under this H2. So this H2 will have to be in a different section, a new section. This other one would have to be in a new section. This H3 can be in this H2 section. This H4 can be in this H3 section, and it can go as far as H5 and H6. And then we have the H2 back here. And what I'm basically trying to point out here is a H3 tag shouldn't be an ancestor of a H2 tag. So if you create a section where the beginning of the section is H3, then if you are going to have another H2, H2 should talk about something else instead of talking about something under H3. And the second structure tip is to use more semantic elements. So there are already popular semantic elements like headings and paragraphs and images and buttons. But then HTML5 introduced more semantic elements like main and section, which you can use for various things. Now, talking about the semantic element is actually beyond the scope of this talk. So you can read more about HTML5 semantic elements. I also share the resource at the end of the video. So be sure to check that out. But what I'm just saying is using these semantic tags gives your website more meaning. And just like I said before, the more or the better search engines understand what your website holds or what your article holds, the better they are able to rank you. And then the third way of making your content or your website rank up on search engines is to make your website responsive. Search engines like Google prioritizes mobile suitable websites. And to be honest, if I am to be a search engine, I would also prioritize mobile. And the reason is this. So I wouldn't want somebody to come to me and say, I'm looking for how to create a new branch with Git. And then when they come, I show them a website, and then they go in that website and then they see things scattered around the place, things are not responsive. I've basically just wasted this user's time, and I shouldn't be doing that, right? So what I would do is, okay, there are so many websites on the internet. I am going to prioritize the ones that have mobile suitable ones where I know that when users come to me to search for something, whether they're on the web, whether they're on their computer systems or on their mobile phone, they can easily read what results they get. So yes, you want to make your website responsive. And another reason you want to make your website responsive is the longer a user stays on your website, the more they find your website usable, the more your site ranking. So if it's not responsive, when they come to your website, they would leave immediately, and then you lose the opportunity to get better ranking. So like I said, in summary, 3 ways to improve the SEO of your articles or website is by using popular keywords in meta information, by also using HTML elements in a semantically correct order, and by making your website responsive. There are many other ways you can improve SEO, like I said, and SEO experts can give full information on this, but these are effective starting points that you can do or you can use. You don't really need to pay for platforms that improve SEO. These are just places you can start from that, of course, I've also helped few of my articles. So that's it for the search engine part, which is like the core. But this is also a follow up, which I believe is also very helpful to share, and which is my approach to writing articles. So, how do I approach writing my articles? The first one is picking a topic. The second one is making my research about that topic. The third one is creating nice introductions. Fourth one is the structure of my articles. And then the fifth one is reviewing my articles. And let's see that in detail. So, the first one, picking a topic. Now, for picking a topic, I have a Notion page where I dump article ideas at different times, and you can see an image of that here. And of course, these are the published articles, because if I show you the not published articles, you may steal my ideas. But yes, I have this Notion page where I dump ideas, and it's a table with different columns: the title, the link, the priority, the status, the tags, the summary. And these article ideas comes at different points. Sometimes it's when I'm in the toilet, or sometimes I'm at work, I'm trying to fix a bug, and then I just find this amazing way of fixing this bug. That's an article idea for me. I immediately drop it on Notion. Or let's say I come across a tweet, like there was this particular time where I was on Twitter, and then somebody talked about this CSS question, and then there were so many answers, and then I knew the answer, and I think I added the answer in a thread, but I also thought it was nice to also have an article that fully explains that answer. So yes, ideas for me come at random times. And for example, even while preparing for this talk, I had the idea of making an article or making a video for this talk. So that's how I get my ideas. And then from time to time, I add details of what I would like to cover. Like you can see here, the summary section, which is not very visible. I have a summary of, okay, in this article, this is what I want to cover. And sometimes I don't have that summary because I already have a full idea of what I want to do. But yeah, and when I'm finally ready to write an article, I just go back to this place, and then I pick the one with the highest priority. And of course, selecting priorities here is a bit biased because it's not always perfect, but sometimes I just feel like this is the article I'd love to publish immediately. So I give that one a 1. And this is the one I'd love to publish, maybe not so immediately, but immediately I give that a 2. But yeah, I use the priority to determine what next I want to pick. My approach to writing articles, the second point is making my research and noting things that I want to cover. So after selecting a topic, I make research on the unclear areas in that topic, and I take note of the things I would love to cover in the article, basically providing more information. Like in this article, I want to ensure I show the user how to do this. I want to ensure I show the user how to do that. I also make reference to this web page, which gives more details. I add all of those stories there in my research note. Then creating introductions. Now, when somebody sees your articles, the first thing they would usually read is the introduction. And introduction should be as concise and captivating as possible. You don't want to bore the reader, and you don't want the reader to feel like, I'm not sure this is what I came here for. So you want to always give them what they expect, or show them what to expect all through the article. And the way I create my introductions is, or the way I look at it is, the title of my web page brought you here, maybe from Google, or maybe from Twitter, social media, or maybe it was the cover image of my article. So yes, you can also create nice cover images for your articles. It can be attracting sometimes. So I feel like you are here now, and what are you going to learn? So this would be a summary of my article. And sometimes, even in that summary, I put the inspiration behind the article. So here is one of my recent articles, which is also nice to share here because I feel like I'm not the only one with this problem. But anyways, I have this article with this title, Content versus Contents. And here are my contents. So this is the title, and this is the cover image. This was as creative as I could be. I'm sorry if it doesn't look nice. But I have this title, I have this image. So you have seen the title, you have seen the image, but then an introduction to really show you why you are here. And then I have this. Are you a content creator, or do you create content? Sorry, content. I was just trying to be funny here. And then I go further, go further, go further. So what's the difference and this? But basically what I'm showing here is I am giving my readers a reason to continue reading my article. I am giving them a reason why they should read this and understand what to expect. And of course, for somebody who is impatient, just by reading this beginning and seeing all the jokes I'm cracking, they may leave. I mean, that's the sacrifice. You cannot please everybody. But then, for the most part of my readers, I want it to be something where they come here and they can even smile and they can even know that, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So, you want to make your introductions captivating and maybe inspirational. And as you can see, I also shared the inspiration behind coming up with this article. I talked about how I have also struggled with it and how now that I finally understand it, I am creating this. And the fourth way, the way I approach my articles, is the structure of my articles. And for my structure, I don't have a fixed structure. I mean, apart from the introductions and the conclusions, which are fixed, introduction is like welcome, conclusion is like thank you. The other parts of my articles do not have a fixed structure. But one thing I try to do is to group things correctly. I either break them down in paragraphs or I use headings where appropriate. Now, I don't want something where you're going through my article and then you see a heading like how to make pancake, and then you are still in that section, and then the next thing you are seeing is I'm talking about pounded yam. It can be confusing because from where to where I was just learning about pancakes. So, what I do is I break things down in paragraphs, I break things down in sections just to keep the user in sync. Like, this is the section you are now. Just the way I broke down this talk into different sections, you can easily know this is where I am now, this is what I am currently doing. And as a writer, as a writer, one thing I try to do is to put myself in my reader's shoe. And the goal is to make each part of the content easy to understand so that they do not get lost. And the fifth way is reviewing my articles. So I have written it, made my research, and done the whole structure thing, then reviewing my articles. I go through my articles to find errors. I also verify that the code examples work. And for my grammar checks, I use Grammarly, and in some cases, I reach out to friends to help me review. There are other grammar checks you can use, which may be more effective than Grammarly, but for my own case, I just use Grammarly, and yeah, I use the free version too. So the free version helps me catch so many grammar errors. And actually, in my company, I use the premium version because the company has a premium version. But when it's just me and my own articles, I use the free version. Not this. So yes, that's that for my approach to writing articles. Now, for beginners getting started into technical writing, what are my advice? What is my advice? The first thing is to write about anything and don't worry about niches, niches, whatever. Don't worry about niches at the start. And the reason why I'm saying this is most times when you're about starting to write, I think I've had this probably on social media. There's always this desire to find a niche, to know if it's front end I want to write on, if it's back end, if it's design. But if you're just starting, trying to identify what you want to write may even delay you from starting. So what I advise people is just write about anything. You want to write about HTML, do it. You want to write about Go, Ruby, backend technologies, do it. One thing with technical writing is along the way you get to discover what you want to do more of. You discover what you want to really focus on. So you may start by writing on different technologies and then you just realize, I think I would want to spend more time writing on front end, or I think I love writing about UI UX. I want to invest more of my time there. So you get to discover your niche along the way. But at the beginning, just write about anything, just anything you want to share, even if it's just a diary you want to keep for yourself, maybe as a reference to things you learn, just write about anything. My second advice is, even if a topic has already been written on, still write on it if you want to. I mean, it's your personal blog, it's your space, and you can write whatever you want to write there. And this advice is not just for beginners, even for people who are intermediate or probably even for professionals. I mean, I'm not a professional, so maybe this advice is not really helpful for professionals. But even for intermediates, do not worry if a topic has been written on. And the reason why I say this is, in life, I believe there are different ways you can explain things. Now, the way person A may explain JavaScript may not be as effective for user A, like the way person B would explain it. There are some articles that I've read online where I read number one, I read number two, and it was until I read number three that the article finally made sense to me. So what I'm just saying is we have different ways of explaining things. So even if an article has been written already, you can write your own, which could even be what somebody somewhere needs to finally understand something. And the only time you should worry if a topic has been written on is if you're writing for an organization that pays you and they say, we want new content, not something that has been written on. Now, I mean, they are going to pay you. It's no longer your personal space. So you have to write on new stuff. But then if it's your personal blog, your personal space, your personal profile, your personal domain, write on anything you want to write on. I think I should have added this example in the slide. Last year, there's this lady, I don't know if you know her, a Dillion on Twitter, and she wrote on, I think she wrote on HTML DOM. Now, HTML has been in existence for how many years now? And for most people who know HTML and have probably played with JavaScript, they also know HTML DOM. But then she wrote on it, and there were so many reviews on like, thank you for the way you explained this. Now I finally understand what HTML DOM is. You may feel like HTML DOM, who doesn't know that? But then she shared her own knowledge on it, and people learned from it. And also, my last tip for beginners is to be consistent. Just like every other area in life, music, dancing, even developments, IT, tech, whatever, consistency plays a great role in how you grow as a writer and the opportunities that come along the way. So be consistent, and by consistency, it doesn't mean writing 2 articles a week. I mean, if you can, why not? But even writing 1 article a month and being consistent at it is a great progress. Just like I stated earlier, with this technical writing, you grow along the way. There are articles that I wrote in 2019 where if I go back to read them, I laugh at the grammatical errors that I made. But now I can see how I've improved. I don't make those grammatical errors again. I make new grammatical errors because I am growing. So consistency also plays a very great role. If it's 1 article a week, if it's 2 articles a month, just find something that works for you and be consistent. And if you want to get started with writing, or you already have started writing and probably you have questions on maybe article ideas or writing paid articles for organizations, you can check out this resource that I created. It's a link, and you can check the slide later, but I can show you a preview of it. I created this resource here where I answered some questions I've been asked a lot. And this is the blog, which has, I think, 6 articles here addressing different points in technical writing. And yeah, that's that. You can check that in the slides. So the role technical writing played for my current job. Now, my current job requires content creation experience, and thanks to the articles I've been writing for a long time, I was able to pitch myself, my skills, and what I bring to the table to my company. Like I mentioned earlier, developer advocacy in as a job. I mean, it can be different for different companies, but basically, I create content, written content or video content showing developers how to use our products. So let's say that I hadn't been writing, or I probably didn't have a YouTube channel, I'll probably not be able to secure a developer advocate role by now. So that's the role it's played for me. And another thing technical writing has also done for me is it has sort of given me an edge when I apply to some companies. So when I apply to some companies, even if it is a front-end role, just going through my portfolio and seeing that while I have front-end experience, I also have content creation experience. I know how to teach things. It kind of gives me that advantage, probably over other developers. Like, this person brings more to the table than just front end. He can probably explain things better to a new employee, all those kind of things. So it has really helped me in so many jobs, even though some of them still ended in rejections. But for my current job, it really played a great role for me. Conclusion and resources. I don't know if you're sweating. I don't think I'm actually sweating, but phew. Writing is fun, and it gives you access to opportunities. I had so many opportunities, and even for somebody like, yeah, I had so many opportunities along the way while writing, and there are so many people that I got to network with, people who just know me for writing. So yeah, writing really exposes you to so many opportunities, and even talking here is an opportunity, thanks to the organizers, Because if I wasn't a writer, you'd probably be seeing somebody else here. And technical writing is also something where even when I didn't have a full-time job, I was able to make a simple living out of it. I was able to make some money of it where I could easily afford my data expenses, probably get clothes once a while. So with writing, you can also make cool money. But I'm going to add this: if you're starting technical writing, please don't start with the idea of money, because just like focusing on search engine, you might just be discouraged along the way. Focus on getting better, and the opportunities will come, and the money would also come. The money is what everybody's interested in. That's also what I'm interested in. But anyways, like I also said at the beginning, I didn't know there was money in writing, so I was able to just focus on the passion of teaching. Maybe if I knew there was money, maybe it would have affected my direction or my path, but I didn't know, so I was able to just embrace it as a passion, and it still feels like a passion to me, because if I didn't have that passion, I wouldn't be writing on my personal website anymore. I'll just be writing on organizations. But if you check my personal website, you can still see recent articles. So I love sharing stuff, but then I won't deny there is also cool money you can make from writing. And the resources, now there are so many research and so many resources you can check out on your own, but I included a few here. Simplifying technical writing, which I referenced earlier. Semantic HTML, I think this is an article I wrote 2 years ago where I talked about semantic HTML, and it may not be the most comprehensive semantic HTML article, so you can still do your own research to get better resources on semantic HTML. And meta tags and head tags you can use. This is a video I created. I referenced it earlier in the talk, and you can still check it out. And semantic HTML 5 elements explained. This is an article on Free Code Camp, which you can also check out to understand semantic HTML more. And who am I again? For those who may have forgotten, I am Dillion Megida. This is me on Twitter. I make noise a lot, but if you are interested in my noise, you can follow me. Or you can also book a time with me here. So I created this Calendly profile, and I think I had like 2 to 3 meetings today, even before this talk. They were very great sessions. So if you have any question on technical writing, how to get started, something you're struggling with, or if it's a front end question, because I'm also a front end engineer, or if it's just tech or software development, or maybe you just want to ask for my account details, you can book a time with me there and we can talk. And thank you all for coming to my TED Talk, where I talked about writing search engine optimized technical content. What a title!
Yeah, thank you very much, Dillion, for this amazing presentation and talk generally. Dillion has taken us on a very nice journey, actually, from his journey into technical writing to the importance of his personal blog to his career so far. I was able to write articles that actually ranks high on search engine, like he showed us. His approach to writing articles, which is actually something very important, and actually gave very nice tips and advice to people who are actually beginners. And okay, you mentioned that if you're getting started, you should not actually focus on money, and you should not be very much focused on writing on search engine optimization. Yeah. So if you actually, oh, sorry. On SEO practices, I think. So if you actually have questions,
I'm just
somebody
going through the comments here and I'm like, Jesus.
somebody said he answered all the questions I would want to ask. Okay, yeah, that's Ujama. Yeah, that's Oscar lead for Makodi. So if you actually have questions, I think I noted one down. He actually dropped the question earlier on. I think 7:24 p.m. That was Oshuko Emmanuel. Sorry if I did not pronounce it. I'm very very sorry. Yeah, I said what. I think you actually answered the question after I dropped the question. He said, "What are effective ways of driving traffic to your blog?" That was the question he asked. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah.
Yeah. So for effective ways of driving traffic to your blog, there are 1,000 ways you can do it. And how do I currently do it? So what I used to do before was I write articles on my website, and then I go to Hashnode and I write it again on Hashnode, and then I put the canonical link. And also at the beginning of the article in Hashnode, I would write something like, this article was originally published on my website. But that's something I used to do before, and I think it brought some traffic. But I didn't just like the fact that when you go on my website, the same thing you see on my website is the same thing you see on Hashnode. So I wanted to create this separation where you go on Hashnode, you see something entirely new. You go on Free Code Camp, you see something entirely new. You come to my website, you see something entirely new. But if you are not concerned about minor things like that, because I am very concerned about things like that, if you're not concerned about things like that, you can also do things like that where you have a website, you publish the article on your website, you go to other platforms, and then you kind of like link back to your website as the original source. That's one way. Another way too is if you're writing an article on a bigger organization, let's say Free Code Camp, and probably you are explaining something in the article and you have an article on it already on your website, you can just link to that. I mean, it's something I do very well, especially with Free Code Camp. So when I'm writing on Free Code Camp and probably I want to explain this term and I know I have an article on it already, I'll just be like, this is what this term means, and if you want to learn more about this term, and then I add a link to my website. And I think on few occasions where I've checked the analytics of my website, I see some people coming from Free Code Camp. They read this article and they were kind of like, sorry, they were kind of like directed to my website. So yeah, those are two tips that I can share. I know there's many more, but those are the two that I can share.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the amazing session. So I have a question quick here. So I want to talk about writer's block. I'm pretty sure that as a writer for years, you've experienced writer's block a lot, or say once or twice. So are there like tips on how to, I don't know if the word would be overcome, or how to deal with it, or what do you do? I mean, what do you do when you have writer's block?
So when you say writer's block, is it the block where you don't get ideas, or you actually have ideas but you don't know how to?
Okay, yeah, you have like a list of topics to write here, a list of topics, but you can't just bring yourself to sit down and like write like usual.
Okay, the first thing I do is to rest because life is hard enough. So I try to just rest and probably the motivation comes back later, hopefully. But another thing I do is I think sometimes I try to remind myself why I write. And yes, I know Twitter can also be an overwhelming place where you go there and you begin to question your life. But sometimes I go on Twitter and I see what people are doing, and then there is this energy of like, I need to also work on myself. I need to also do stuff. So yeah, first thing I rest. Secondly, I try to tap inspiration from the things around me. Could be Twitter, could even be on WhatsApp in a group. It can just be different things. And some other times I just try to be like sincere with myself. I know these are not really practical things that I'm sharing, but they are things that work for me. I just try to be sincere with myself, like, Dillion, it's been long, you wrote an article and you want to keep writing stuff. You actually have ideas of things to write. Just start something. Yeah, I think one thing that's also helped me is to just start. I just pick an article from that list. I just start a very rough introduction. I can even play around. Welcome here. I want to write rubbish, and I just keep going, keep going, keep going. And then by the time I'm done with the whole nonsense and everything, I just feel like, okay, there's actually something to start with now. It's not just an idea. There are so many scattered ideas now. So what's left for me is just to organize those ideas to come up with the article. So yeah, I sometimes like talk to myself and force myself. Some other times I just open my article because I write on my editor. I just open my VS Code editor, pick the article, and I'm just like writing stuff. And then it gets to a point where it feels like there is now a foundation for that article. So I can now, okay, there's a foundation. There is no reason to be very lazy anymore. And then I can write on it. But most times I just remind myself why I write and why I should keep on writing.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, like one last question, please, Joe. The next question will be, say you write an article on how to do this, and okay, say I write an article on using SMTP in lab, and say let's just say that say 2 years time Laravel releases a new version that does not support
Mm.
that stuff anymore. So like